Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After the land sold for $1.5 million, does Sister Wives star Christine Brown regret selling her Coyote Pass rights for $10? That financial choice was taken by 53-year-old Christine at a trying period. She had recently divorced Kody, and the COVID-19 epidemic was still going strong. She relinquished her land rights since she was keen to get as far away from him as possible. The family purchased the farm to house Kody's 4 wives and 18 children. 3 of Kody's 4 spouses had divorced by the time Sister Spouses Season 19 debuted, and he was hardly communicating with many of his kids. Large property in Arizona was the last thing the Browns needed. They made a large profit when they recently sold the land, but Christine forfeited her rights long ago, so she would not receive any of the money. On the property in Coyote Pass, Kody and his 4 wives intended to construct 4 distinct houses, with the possibility of additional residences being built by their offspring in the future. Unfortunately, before construction ever started, the Brown family disintegrated. In an early Sister Wives Season 19 episode, Kody bemoaned the death of his Camelot fantasies as he gazed around at the deserted land. The Coyote Pass property came to represent the breakup of the Brown family. Christine was the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage. After 27 years of marriage and 6 children, the Sister Wives star departed in 2021. Christine consented to sell her portion of the land to Kody for $10 because she didn't want to interact with him. She received all of the proceeds from the sale of her house, which the entire family bought, in exchange. Given the subsequent sale of the Coyote Pass property, it no longer appears to be as good of a deal as it did at the time. The Sun claims that the Browns purchased the home in 2018 for $820,000 and sold it to a new bidder for $1.5 million. Robyn Brown, Meri Brown, and Janelle Brown will share the income with Kody. Although Christine Brown will not receive any of the money, the Sister Wives Season 19 star is likely satisfied with the outcome. No matter how much money was involved, Christine didn't want anything to do with the acreage at Coyote Pass because it caused stress for the family. From 2013 to 2015, Tamron Hall hosted the Sister Wives tell-alls on TLC. However, she was fired by certain Brown family members for posing too tough questions. Tamron discussed if she now believes her questions for the Browns were too disrespectful a week after disclosing the cause for her termination on her talk show. According to Tamron, "I don't think I ever went too far," Us Weekly reported. "I think it puts a lot on the table when you go on a reality show and share details about your life." Tamron greeted Meri Brown as a guest on her daytime talk show, The Tamron Hall Show, as the Ashley informed you last week. Tamron informed viewers that she was told not to come back as the host of the tell-alls because some people thought that the questions that I was asking were too tough. Meri admitted to Tamron during her visit that some Brown family members were indeed offended by Tamron's daring inquiries, but she assured the presenter that she never had any issues with her personally. However, Meri said that Kody was among the family members that disapproved of Tamron. Meri remarked, "I know that some members of the family didn't want you to host anymore because they found it difficult to be held accountable by you. But you do just that. You hold individuals accountable, and they exclude you from the group when they don't want to be held responsible." Tamron insisted last week that she never went too far during the years she spent with the Brown family, even if she was expelled from the worst club in the world. She even insisted that there were some things she would not ask the family. She went on to explain, "I know sometimes people will say I'm asking what the audience wants to know. There are lines for me, though." According to Tamron, one of the lines contained inquiries about the Browns' kids. She said, "I won't go over that line. For me, that's a line in the sand because their parents signed up for the show, but they didn't." Although Tamron believes she did a decent job hosting tell-all, she said this week that she wished she had questioned Kody's 4 wives back in the day. "I never asked them if they would have him if they could have him without the other wives." Speaking about Kody's lone surviving wife, Robyn Brown, and his, now, ex-wives Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown, Tamron told Us Weekly. When Christine, Janelle, and Meri left Kody in early 2023, Robyn made the idea of being monogamous with him a reality. Tamron told the source she never came out and asked them what they thought of it. She also defends the questions she posed to Kody Company in the past, saying that some of the comments, especially the one regarding Kody and Mary's 2014 legal divorce so that Kody could legally wed Robyn and adopt her 3 children from her first marriage, have turned out to be just and fair over time. Tamron stated that she believes Mary deserves respect, something she feels she didn't always have while she was in Kody's family. Looking at where things are now, I feel some of the questions I asked were just and fair as we see Mary now on her next chapter. Tamron added. According to Tamron, I feel that some people saw her as a lesser wife because she did not have multiple children, so my heart also went out to her. Fans of Sister Wives are sick of Robyn and Kody. They are advocating more loudly than ever for the show's much-needed revamp. TLC viewers want the original wives to take over the screens because they're tired of Kody's time. They are advocating for the network to focus on the true stars and drop the polygamist. Without Kody, Christine, Mary, and Janelle have moved on and found their own lives. They demonstrated to the world that women can prioritize themselves and overcome toxicity at any point in their lives. The reality TV stars are making their own decisions and living fulfilling lives. Fans therefore think that a spin-off starring Christine, Mary, and Janelle, without Kody, would give the program the much-needed shake-up. Will the spin-off save the series? Is this a genuinely good idea? Sister Wives. The fans' expectations are not met in Season 19. Tensions, mayhem, and explosive drama were all predicted in Sister Wives Season 19. In the most recent seasons, Kody and Robyn chronicled their new lives together as a monogamous couple. All of the turmoil surrounding the Coyote Pass property was captured on camera by the network. To obtain their portion of the property from Kody, Janelle and Mary traveled back and forth. When they sued the latter for the unequal land distribution, tensions increased. Following all of the turmoil, accusations, and violent arguments, Kody and his ex-wife sold the property for $1.5 million. In the meantime, David and Christine organized a wedding to begin a new chapter in their lives. Mary Brown relocated to Utah in order to make a fresh start and be surrounded by kind people. Fans, however, have had enough of Kody and Robyn's phony romance. They felt the pair was merely trying to whitewash their image and demanded that the network terminate the series. Sister Wives. Supporters call for TLC to produce an independent spin-off of the original Wives. Kody Brown made his TLC debut to highlight his life of polygamy. With his 4 wives, he intended to flaunt his unusual marriage arrangement. But in the end, the reality TV personality turned into the antagonist of his own show. Because of his poisonous and deceptive actions, fans began to despise him. Viewers' expectations have not been met over the last few series. As a result, viewers of Sister Wives have been urging the network to produce a spin-off featuring the original wives. Some people have posted their thoughts about viewing Season 19 of Kody Brown. "Can we move on without Kody?" said one fan. Another person thought that without Kody and Robyn, the show would be much better. "Please cancel Kody and Robyn. We want a spin-off with the OG wives," wrote another commenter. The show's intriguing plot has delighted audiences throughout the years. However, many believe it's time to go on without Robyn and Kody. They no longer see the need to observe their toxicity. Also, Kody's polygamous marriage has ended, and the show has veered away from its initial aim. In the past, Christine, Mary, and Janelle had accomplished a lot and developed their personalities. Fans believe that the network should allow them to share their personal stories and encourage other women. And there's nothing new for the audience from Kody and Robyn. Since the show's debut in 2010, I have been a viewer of Sister Wives. I have never been compelled to purchase a piece of jewelry from the Browns collection, which is appropriately named my Sister Wives closet. Most of those accessories were probably cursed anyhow, and Kody Brown didn't exactly appear to know how to express true love. However, some admirers thought the concept was outdated. What is the current state of my Sister Wives closet in 2025 then? What we know is as follows. Robyn Brown led my Sister Wives closet, which surprised no one. She observed Mary Brown and Janelle Brown working outside the house. Furthermore, Christine Brown was happy to raise the kids. It became clear to Robyn that she needed a creative outlet while she was in Las Vegas. The jewelry in the line was bulky and felt antiquated. Consider the Hot Topic fairy necklace from the 2000s. The line was a huge hit on the previous seasons of Sister Wives, but it was a complete failure. It wasn't successful, Janelle said in an interview with Kate Casey on Reality Life. We most likely didn't know how to manage a company as a family, in my opinion. In hindsight, it most likely ought to have been more of an individual matter. Janelle was disregarded in the early seasons despite having strong views on why the family shouldn't put money into the jewelry company. I've been so removed from the business that I have no idea, she continued, adding that she was the least interested person in the conversation. Mary revealed on the most recent episode that she continues to receive emails about My Sister Wife's closet. The messages aren't exactly providing encouraging feedback, though. The single mother mentioned that she just got a mail from a customer who ordered a jewelry despite never receiving it. Someone had contacted me about a My Sister Wife's closet order that he had placed on the website but hadn't received, and is now either trying to get his refund or get his item, Mary said to the cameras. Mary said that she hoped Robyn would get back to the client shortly after taking a screenshot and forwarding the email. The same consumer had sent this email twice without a response. Robyn revealed in her confessional that she began the business more than a decade ago, selling only small items. However, stating that it's kind of on pause right now, she placed the company on hold. Robyn admitted that she and Mary frequently receive alerts about possible orders. The mother of 5 brushed off the problems when producers questioned Robyn about the website's continued existence. The card is not disabled, and sometimes people sneak an order in, she said to the cameras. Viewers were not pleased with the comment and immediately asked how she could get an order in if she had shut down her business. Robyn appears to be the cause of the whole mess, but she won't accept responsibility. She should stop taking orders if she doesn't want the store to be open. It's strange that she believes blaming the client is acceptable. The jewelry line's website, My Sister Wife's Closet, is still very much up and running. Robyn, Mary, Christine, Janelle, and Kody launched the online shop, according to the blurb at the top of the page, which also features a photo of the 4 of them. We have always dreamed of creating and designing high-quality American-made products that the average woman would use and cherish, but add our own personal touch while promoting femininity, strength, and family, the blog states. The website was last updated in January 2019. Nevertheless, when the dog tag necklace was added to celebrate Robyn's bond with Michael T. Brown. Since then, the two have fallen out. My Sister Wife's Closet isn't your one-stop shop if you're looking for a lovely piece of jewelry for Mother's Day. I would advise you to keep searching. Sister Wives. Does Christine Brown regret giving up her rights to Coyote Pass? The land just sold for $1.5 million. Intro. In the shocking twists and turns that the Brown family has faced over the years, one of the most dramatic and emotional moments came when Christine Brown made the decision to part ways with her once-shared dream of building a life on Coyote Pass. As we've seen in the latest Sister Wives seasons, the land that once represented hope, unity, and a future together has been sold for a staggering $1.5 million, leaving fans wondering, does Christine regret letting go of her claim to the Coyote Pass property? This explosive new development has left many fans scratching their heads, especially since Christine's departure from Flagstaff marked the end of an era. While the land was initially meant to be the heart of the Brown family's collective vision, the journey took unexpected turns. Now, as the family dynamic continues to evolve, and with Coyote Pass now in the rearview mirror, Christine's decision to leave it all behind is being questioned more than ever. Let's dive into everything you need to know about this multi-million-dollar sale and what it means for Christine, the Brown family, and the future of Sister Wives. The shocking sale of Coyote Pass. If you've been keeping up with Sister Wives, then you know the story of Coyote Pass like the back of your hand. The land, purchased with grand ambitions, was meant to symbolize the future of Kody Brown's plural family. But as the years passed, it became a point of contention. The dreams of building separate homes for each wife slowly began to crumble, and one by one, the wives began to distance themselves from the land. The latest jaw-dropping twist? Coyote Pass, once the cornerstone of Kody's vision for the family, has now been sold for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. The decision to sell the land came after years of uncertainty and division within the family. While many speculated about the future of the property, few could have predicted this high-profile sale, especially with the emotional toll it seemed to take on Christine. But the real question is, does Christine regret the move? Was giving up her claim to the land a decision she now wishes she could take back? After all, with the land fetching a price so high, it's hard not to imagine what might have been if the family had held on to it a little longer. Christine's journey, from Coyote Pass to independence. Let's rewind a bit and remember Christine's journey. For years, she was caught between the complexities of being a wife in a polygamous marriage and trying to find her own happiness. Coyote Pass was supposed to be a shared dream, a place where all of Kody's wives could live close to each other and continue the family's vision of unity. But as time wore on, Christine began to feel more isolated. Her departure from the marriage, and ultimately from Flagstaff, marked a huge turning point for her. After decades of living within the constraints of Kody's polygamous family structure, Christine finally chose to leave and pursue her own happiness. She relocated to Utah, where she quickly started building a new life for herself and her children. While Christine's fans were supportive of her decision to leave, the question remained, what about Coyote Pass? The land was a constant reminder of what could have been, a dream that never quite came to fruition. Was giving up her rights to the property part of Christine's effort to truly start fresh, or does the news of its multi-million-dollar sale make her wonder if she made the wrong call? Did Christine know the land would sell for $1.5 million? Here's where things get juicy. Did Christine know that the land would eventually sell for such a high price? Some fans speculate that she might have had inside information about the land's value before agreeing to sell it. After all, Coyote Pass had been the subject of much debate for years, and real estate in Flagstaff has been booming. Could Christine have known that this sale would bring in such a substantial amount? It's important to remember that Christine's decision to part with her share of the property was not just a financial one, it was deeply personal. She was ready to move on from the toxic dynamics of the family, particularly with Kody. As viewers have seen, Kody's relationships with his wives became increasingly strained, and Christine's departure was part of her larger journey of self-empowerment. However, even though the sale price may seem like a windfall, it also raises questions. The emotional ties Christine once had to that land were real, and many fans can't help but wonder if she had second thoughts as the negotiations unfolded. Christine's post-Coyote Pass life, a new beginning or a missed opportunity? Since leaving Kody and moving on from the land, Christine has fully embraced her new life. She's become a successful entrepreneur, has been more active on social media, and has even started to explore new relationships, all while raising her children in a more stable and positive environment. Her fans have been rooting for her every step of the way as she builds her new life. However, with the recent sale of Coyote Pass, a question lingers in the air. Is Christine truly at peace with her decision, or does she sometimes wonder about the life she could have had if she'd stayed and fought for her piece of the land? While she's certainly embraced her newfound freedom, it's impossible to ignore the emotional weight of what was once a shared dream with her former sister wives. Some fans believe that Christine may feel conflicted, seeing the $1.5 million as a symbol of what she could have had if the family had stayed united. But it's important to remember that Christine's decision to leave wasn't just about the land. It was about reclaiming her sense of self. Will Christine's decision to leave Coyote Pass come back to haunt her? Now, with the land sold and the chapter officially closed, we have to ask, will Christine's decision to walk away from Coyote Pass come back to haunt her? Will the $1.5 million sale serve as a painful reminder of what could have been, or will she continue to find peace in her new life? The Brown family's drama is far from over. As Kody's relationships with his other wives continue to evolve, and as the family navigates new challenges, the past will always be a part of the conversation. Will Christine find herself wishing she'd held on to her claim to the land as the family dynamics continue to shift? The bottom line, was Christine right to let go of Coyote Pass? As Sister Wives fans continue to watch Christine's journey unfold, The debate about her decision to give up her claim to Coyote Pass will likely rage on. On one hand, Christine's decision to move on and start fresh was incredibly empowering. She reclaimed her autonomy and took control of her future. On the other hand, the sale of the land for $1.5 million is a major plot twist that leaves many questioning whether she should have held on just a little longer. Did Christine make the right choice? Was giving up her stake in Coyote Pass the best move for her, or is she now questioning what could have been? The answer may not be as simple as it seems. But one thing's for sure, Christine Brown's story is far from over, and her journey will continue to captivate Sister Wives fans for years to come. Conclusion: Christine's decision to leave Coyote Pass and embark on a new chapter in her life is one of the most significant moments in Sister Wives history. While the $1.5 million sale of the land may be a symbol of what could have been, it also represents Christine's newfound freedom and the strength she's found in rebuilding her life. Whether or not she regrets giving up her claim to the land remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Christine's journey is far from over, and fans can't wait to see what comes next for her.